Cause hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house. And I'm here to do your reading today to find out if they loved you. Hey, hey, hey. So this question is, did they love me? So obviously this would be for past tense, because did they love me? So that's in past tense form. So keep that in mind. So did this person love the collective, or what was their level of emotion? First card is answering that. What was this person's level of emotion? Ace of Cups reversed. I don't think it was requited, folks. For whatever reason, Ace of Cups reversed is my unrequited love card. So that's funny that it comes out. Why? Well, first of all, they were too guarded to love you. They had a lot of emotional scarring. Seven of Wands is why it's all happening. I don't think that, honestly, why is that? Clarify this Ace of Cups reversed. That's the unrequited love card. I'm going to have to say no. I honestly feel like this is what I got. The Two of Cups upright. Honestly, I feel like this was a lesson you needed to learn before the real thing came in. I honestly do believe that. The Two of Cups is my soulmate card. So I feel like this is like a soul lesson that you had to learn from the get-go. Maybe you had to learn this particular lesson from this. I don't know. And I also feel like this person may have already been guarded prior to dealing with you. Very guarded, was very unvulnerable or non-vulnerable, I guess you could say. And it's like they've lost their fight for love, is what it's telling me. Five of Swords reverse is why it was all happening. And the Seven of Wands upright. So they were very guarded. I don't think they let you in fully. I don't think they let you in fully. What are Two of Cups and Ace of Cups reversed? Yeah, I just don't feel like from the get-go, they just didn't let you in fully, is what I keep getting. They didn't let you in fully. I feel like this is a connection you may have recently ran into, or it could have been a while back, but I feel like obviously it made an impact on your life. And I feel like this is a lesson you needed to learn, because the Two of Cups is my soulmate lesson card. So for some of you, it was a lesson you needed to learn. Maybe you needed to learn the lesson of unrequited love, or maybe you needed this lesson to learn how you can love better in the future, or how much you should give to connections in the future, or how much you should focus on giving and taking. So maybe you needed to learn this situation to. Why am I getting this? It's kind of like you needed to learn something from this. All right. So for some of you, this was a lesson to not rush into things so fast. All right, kind of. Why am I getting this? I don't get messages like this ever, but that's what I'm getting. It was a lesson to not. I don't see you two like being together. I don't see. It's not. It wouldn't last. It wouldn't last. For some of you, the reason why they couldn't invest entirely because they still felt a connection or a tie to something else with that Two of Cups being there. Because it's telling me that the love was not as requited as you may have wanted it to be. It was one-sided because I feel like they had another connection, or even if they were with the person or not, I feel like there was something else keeping them occupied at the time. Like there was another connection that may have been on their mind, or some other residual energy they were dealing with. Because the Seven of Wands is here, was just telling me that's why it's all happening, which is telling me that's why they were so they wouldn't be invulnerable to you. They weren't opening up. It was like you was getting a brick wall from this person. You were getting a brick wall. It was like you were talking to a statue, basically, because I feel like this person, first of all, has an issue opening up. That's one thing. But for some of you, they had a past tie to something else, whether they were dealing with the person or not currently when you were dealing with them. I feel like they had another connection with that Two of Cups. That calls to me. I also feel like you learned lessons from this. And I think this lesson you learn, you'll know what to look for in the future. Like you'll know what red flags to look for. You'll know how much you should give and how much you should pull back when you're giving too much, or so on and so forth. All right. I did Aries monthly. What is this person's future actions, please? The Four of Swords. I do see them still withdrawing entirely. They're going to hold back. So if you're expecting a reach out, if you're expecting for them to kind of like come forward, I don't see it. Right? At least not right now. I don't see them reaching out. In fact, somebody's a Leo or an air sign, because I got the strength card here in the Four of Swords. So I feel like their future actions towards you, you won't get communication from them. They're going to still be holding back. And I feel like it's kind of one-sided. I don't get that it was fully love that they were experiencing with you. I feel like you were more infatuated than they were. And I feel like there was a genuine connection there. But at the same time, I feel like they were not totally letting you in or opening up with that Seven of Wands being there. There's some of you, I can't get it off my mind that they had a residual connection they were holding on to, or a residual energy that prevented them from letting you in. So the thing is, I don't care how connected you can be with somebody. If you're holding on to residual energy, you can't let nothing new in. You see what I'm saying? Let's say right now, I asked you right now for the ones that are stuck on somebody. I said, look, I'm gonna send a new person in right now. Let's say I had the power to do that. You wouldn't be able to let that person in. Guess what? Because you're still stuck on this. You wouldn't. Oh yeah. No. You couldn't. If I said right now, I'm gonna magically send everybody the love of their life right now, you'd still be like, well, no, but they don't do what this one did, and you start comparing it, and basically you wouldn't let it in. I think that's what that person was experiencing. Do I think they were connected prior to you? Absolutely. Do I think they had a connection prior to you? Absolutely. Whether they were dealing with the person at the time or not, I don't know. But I think it was residual in their case. For some of you, they were actually dealing with the person still. But for some of you, it was a residual thing, and they just were not letting you in. Because the Seven of Wands is why it's all happening, which is telling me that they were very guarded. All right? So, somebody said if it was you. Crazy. And that's what, so is there a potential for a relationship? No, you'd be avoiding a disaster. Tower reversed. There's not a single bit. If this is your story, if every bit of this story resonated with you, now watch all of you start saying, well, actually not all of it did, because you still want to have hope, right? If this whole thing resonated with you, I think this is your story, all right? Like I said, some of you are going to act like it, actually only about 5% resonated, Tyler, so I guess that's not my story, but thanks for the reading. You know how y'all do. I know how y'all do. Y'all ain't got me fooled, okay? Do I see you basically ending up together? Absolutely not. Tower reverse. In fact, I think that this rejection was protection, all right? Sometimes rejection is protection, and I think that, honestly, you avoided a whole shit heap of a disaster. Tower reversed. You avoided a big disaster by not being with this person. There could have been a lot of more things you would have found out. You could have found out a whole lot of things about this person. Maybe they had temper issues, anger issues, drug issues, you know, anything. All right? Jesus, what's coming out of my mouth? That sounded bad, sorry. And I think some of you avoided a disaster, all right? Do I see you being with the person? No, absolutely not. 100% not. All right, so with that being said, you all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later, all right? Bye, y'all.